I'm about to save you a few $1,000s and you're going to hate how I do it. You think trading is a skill problem, better entry, better indicators, better strategy, right? Wrong. Trading is an effort problem. And here is the twist. You don't have too little effort. You have too much. Think about it. Every blown account you ever seen died the same way. Not quietly, not slowly. It died in one furious afternoon of someone trying really, really hard. Here is the joke. While you're hunting for a smarter, more complicated trick, the data is screaming a simple answer. Trade less, but trade less doesn't sell courses. Trade less doesn't feel like winning. So we ignore the one instruction that actually works. Not today. Today I'm going to show you the numbers, and the numbers are brutal. Chapter 1. The effort paradox. Want a study that should be framed above every trading desk? In year 2000, two finance professors, Barber and Odean, published a paper with the greatest title in the academic history. Trading is hazardous to your wealth. Trading can hurt your money the same way cigarettes hurt your health. They looked at over 66,000 real trading accounts, real people, real money, across 6 years. And here is what they found. The people who bought and sold the most earn about 11% a year. But if you had just bought the market and gone to sleep, you've made almost 18. Read that again. The busiest people earned less than the people who did almost nothing. Why? Not because they were dumb, because they were overconfident. Every extra trade felt like a smart move, but every extra trade also cost you money in fees, and most of them were just coin flips wearing a suit. It's the backwards law. The harder you chase money through activity, the faster it runs away. Like trying to float in a pool by swimming harder. You just sink quicker. Trading rewards the relaxed, not the lazy, the relaxed. Big difference. Chapter 2. The math nobody reads. Now let's bring this home to prop firms. Quick explanation if you are new. A prop firm is a company that says, pay us a small fee, pass our test, and we let you trade without money and share the profits with you. That test is called a challenge. Sound like a great deal, right? Well, let's look at the number. A tech company called FPFX Tech studied over 300,000 of these accounts from 100,000 traders across 10 different firms. Out of everyone who took the test, only 14% passed and only 7% even received actual money. 7 out of 100. 5 to 10 people out of 100 passed the test, and those who passed, only about 1 in 5 ever gets paid. So your total chance of real money landing in your bank account, 1 to 2%. 1 or 2 people out of 100. One more number. The average trader needs 3 tries to pass the test, spending over $1,600 in fees on a $100,000 challenge. Because I don't do hype. Quick honesty check. These pass rates come from the firms themselves. Nobody checks the homework. So treat them as a roughly right, not exactly right. But every dataset from every angle points the same direction, down. Oh, and speaking of fees, if you decide to play this game anyway, at least play it cheaper. In the description, you'll find my discount code for the prop firm I actually use. Let me be clear. The code doesn't change your odds. Nothing changes your odds, except what I'm about to show you. It just changes what each try costs you. Moving on. Chapter 3, where accounts actually die. Here is the part that breaks people's brains. Traders don't fail this test because their strategy loses money. In the data I found, roughly 70% of failure come from one thing: loss limits. Here is what that means. Every prop firm gives you rules. The big one is you're not allowed to lose more than a certain amount in one day. Cross that line even once and your account is deleted. Game over. Like a video game where one mistake costs you all over your lives at once. And the timing is the tell. Most failures happen in the first week, not on day 25 missing the profit target by a hair. On day 3 smashing through the day limit. Think about what that means. The test isn't checking how good your entries are. It's checking whatever you can stop. And here is a loop I'll close in a minute. The trade that kills your account is never the first one. It's the 5th trade on a session that should have ended after the 2nd. Chapter 4. Anatomy of a spiral. Let me show you what trying hard looks like inside a trading journal. That's a diary where a trader writes down every single trade. One documented case I found is perfect. A trader with a strategy that actually worked, but she was losing money every month. How is that possible? Her diary revealed the answer. Every trade she opened within 15 minutes of losing, using big bets and normal, won only 22% of the time. 22 out of 100. Those angry rush trades alone were costing her over $4,000 a month. Her strategy wasn't broken. Her stopping was. And the fix? Not a new indicator, not a new mentor, one rule. After any loss, 30 minutes of forced break. No trading allowed. That's it. A spiral needs speed to survive. Take away the speed and it dies. Notice what the fix required. Not more effort, less. Not more trades, fewer. The exact opposite of what her gut was screaming at her. Chapter 5. The famous mistake versus the expensive one. Now, here is a twist almost nobody talks about. You've heard of revenge trading, right? You lose money, you get angry, and you immediately trade again to win it back. Like losing a round in a game and instantly hitting rematch while furious. A study of over 500,000 accounts found that revenge trading affects about 37% of traders. It's super common. But here is the kicker. It only causes about 10% of what those traders lose. Revenge trading is the famous mistake. It's not the expensive one. The expensive one is quieter. It's the slow drift. Trade 1 loses, so trade 2 bends your rules just a little. Close enough, you tell yourself. Trade 3 bends them a little more. By trade 5, you're taking trades you laughed at on a calm day. No anger, no desk slamming. Just a person quietly trying harder and harder. And your losses don't spread out evenly across the month. They pile up into 2 or 3 disaster days. That's not a discipline problem, that's a stopping problem. Quick pause. Everything I'm showing you in this video is the full method behind it I've put inside a free academy. Free for real, not free with a surprise at the end. Link in the description. Take you 30 seconds to join. Okay, back to it, because the second half is where these get practical. Chapter 6. The control paradox. Trading's biggest joke. The more of the market you try to control, the less control you actually have. You can't control where price goes. You can't control the news, the computer algorithms, or the guy dumping 2,000 contracts right onto your stop loss. And yet, look at your behavior. Refreshing charts, adding trades, betting bigger. A lot of it is a control ritual. Like squeezing water in your fist. The tighter you squeeze, the faster it escapes. So, what can you actually control? 2 things. How much you risk on each trade, and the moment you walk away. That's the entire list. Can you control whether this trade wins? No. Can you control that it only costs you a tiny slice of your account? Yes. Can you control the market being brutal today? No. Can you control sitting out while it is? Absolutely yes. So stop trying to be the market's boss. You're a surfer. Master the ride, not the ocean. Chapter 7. The funded trap. So let's say you pass the test. You are funded now, trading the firm's money. You think the danger is over, but it's where the danger starts. Industry data suggests roughly 80% of funded traders lose the account within 90 days, 3 months, and the murder weapon is almost always the same, the daily loss limit. Here is the standard crime scene. A trader is up 6% of the month, feeling invincible, so he bets bigger on one trade he really believes in. Then a news headline hits, the market jumps, and in 20 minutes his daily limit is nearly gone. Here is the crazy part. His month is still positive. He still made money overall, but the rules are the rules, and the account is dead the next morning. So what happened? The test taught him to push hard toward a target within a deadline. Then he carried that exact habit into an account where pushing is the one thing that kills you. Same behavior, different game, fatal result. Chapter 8. What the survivors do. So who actually keeps these accounts alive past 6 months? The research on long-term funded trades is beautifully boring. They bet smaller after getting funded, not bigger. They trade less often, not more. And here is my favorite. They build a buffer, a safety cushion. The firm says you can lose 5% in a day. The personal rule is 2.5. They never let the firm's limit be their limit. It's like your fuel light coming on with 50 kilometers left. Survivors stop at the gas station way before the light, and the decision to stop is made before the session, not during it. If I'm down this much, the platform closes. No negotiation. Because the negotiation happened at 9 in the morning with a calm brain, not at 3 in the afternoon with a wounded one. Notice the pattern one more time. Every single survival behavior is a form of doing less. Smaller bets, fewer trades, less time exposed to your own worst hour. Chapter 9. The compound effect of not losing. Here is the math that flips your perspective. You don't need more winning trades to transform your results. You need to subtract the disasters. Remember those spiral trades that won only 20% of the time? Deleting those isn't a small trick. In that documented case, it was worth over $4,000 a month. Zero new skill required. She didn't learn anything new. She just stopped doing one thing, and it compounds. Every terrible trade you don't take protects your account. Every session you end early protects the next 10 sessions. Every day you survive keeps you inside that 1 to 2% who actually get paid. The industry wants you to believe that gap between you and success is a better strategy, sold separately. The data says the gap is a shorter session. Skip one dumb trade, nothing changed. Skip 100 and your result become unrecognizable. Small subtractions seem meaningless until they suddenly aren't. So here it is, the synthesis of everything. You cannot out-effort the market. 66,000 accounts proved the most active traders finish last. 300,000 prop accounts proved that failure is a first week stopping problem, not a strategy problem. And 500,000 accounts proved the expensive mistake is the quiet one, the slow drift of trying harder. The cheat code has 3 parts. First, accept what you can't control. Price, news, everything on the screen. Second, master the only 2 levers you own. How much you risk and when you walk away. Third, let subtraction compound. Fewer trades, smaller bet, earlier exits, longer survival. That's it. Everything else is commentary. The market doesn't pay for effort. It pays for the discipline to hold it back. And if this reframe how you see your own trading, subscribe, hit like, and tell me in the comments which chapter hit you hardest. The free academy and the prop firm discount code are both in the description. And the next video goes even deeper into the number nobody wants you to see.